Hey honeybees, welcome into another weekly message here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new to the channel, welcome in. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much. And I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to become a channel member for exclusive viewer perks and bonus readings, you can join at the link in the description box below. Very interesting energy for the next 7 days, y'all. It is fiery, okay? Definitely feeling a lot of heavy Mars. I was getting this like taste and kind of feeling of iron in my meditation. So that told me that Mars is really near, or Mars is making some important moves here, or helping a lot of the collective kind of shift in a very direct way, okay? Some of y'all, though, this Chiron energy could also be significant. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe Chiron is naturally connected to fire energy, or like is at home in like fire energy. So that could also have something to do with it. I believe Chiron is just shifted into Taurus at the time that I'm recording this message, but it is going to shift back into Aries. So Chiron won't fully be in Taurus until I think April of next year. But we're getting like a little bit of taste of what's to come next year. Okay. But this Mars energy, this iron, kind of, I guess, iron sharpens iron type of a vibe. There's something very important about making sure that you are placing your focus where it is equally matched over the next 7 days. Okay, so definitely not the time to get caught up in spilled milk, or, you know, wrapped up in something that is out of your control or that you can't have a direct impact on. Refocus the mind on what you have a direct influence and direct impact on for the next 7 days. And I do feel like some of y'all might unlock, how can I say that? It's like, I guess I just heard I'm on a new level. So like unlocked a new level. I almost want to say of your second house of material energy, because now I'm seeing a whole bunch of green in my mind's eye and coins. So yeah, some of y'all, okay, the key to some form of new revenue or expanded revenue can show up for you, or might show up for you here over the next 7 days, so long as you are solely focused on, again, what you have a direct impact on, nothing that's out of your control. Okay, so channeling this Mars, Aries, Scorpionic energy over the next 7 days is going to be really essential. For me, Aries lives at the root chakra, so that could also be significant since this is a chakra reading, right? But Six of Wands, I want to say Mars in Leo, if I'm not mistaken. Is it, or is it Jupiter in Leo? Jupiter is about to be in Leo. So, okay, this is all kind of cosmic. Okay, the next 7 days could feel like shifting into place. Something locks in. Maybe that's the lock. You locking in unlocks something else. Oh, interesting. You yourself are the key. I'm seeing like somebody fitting into like the grooves of a latch. Moving in a certain way kind of aligns you in the right way to turn that key or unlock that latch for you to get into some sort of next level here. Okay, so that's exciting. It feels exciting, but it also feels like, because that Scorpio energy can kind of also be the undertone of Mars, you want to be Lord, let me slow down. You want to be very mindful that you're not allowing your emotions, okay, make you feel stuck and stagnant when you have all the tools that you need, all the resources you need to get yourself moving in a particular direction, okay? So very much so reclaiming your power over the next 7 days. If there is anything in the atmosphere, in the energy that is trying to stir up emotion in you, use that as fuel to channel into some form of abundance, new project, new energy, some facet of productivity for yourself, okay? Over the next 7 days. But as always, honor what you feel, honor what comes up, but don't stay stuck there. Do your very, very best too. I know that sometimes can be easier said than done, but do your very best. Okay, so you got a 6 of Wands though that slipped out, so success. 10 of Cups, come on. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. 10 of Cups. You have an opportunity to really be emotionally fulfilled and come out of some sort of 5 of Coins. Again, unlock a new level. That's what's on the horizon. Starting out with your solar plexus energy, fire. Something about Leo could be very significant as well. Again, Jupiter entering Leo here soon. Could be helping you expand. 5 of Cups though. Yeah, that's that crying over spilled milk energy. Which again, yeah, death in reverse. Due to, I want to say due to Chiron just kind of dipping its toes into Taurus energy a little bit. This could be an opportunity for your physical body to release emotional energy. So how stress can kind of build up in the chest area as tension in the neck or shoulders, the back, shame or guilt kind of building up tension in the hips. It's like you might get a glimpse of where the emotional energy is actually stored in your physical form so that you can address it. Some of y'all need some like self-care when it comes to that. If you can manage to book yourself like a massage, or maybe do self-massage at home or some sort of yoga that kind of addresses the full body and allows your body to kind of stretch. Someone's fascia is like all bound up, and that also can be a sign of like an emotional overload in the body. Okay, and again, I'm no doctor, just take what resonates with you. But death in reverse. I almost want to say somebody didn't want something to end. But that could be the stirred up emotion. Someone might not be letting something go. But like I said, that scorpionic energy. Okay? Scorpio is also the 7th house to Taurus. So Chiron and Taurus, that could also be where that energy is coming in at. Okay? Some of y'all are getting like a deep cleanse in your psyche. That's also scorpionic energy. But you're going to get the I almost want to say the alert of what is cleansing from your psyche in physical energy. So again, your shoulders start getting tight, your back starts hurting, you get a little crick in your neck. It's like, it's literally the psyche trying to flush out energy, but it's coming through the body. So just take care of your physical body over the next 7 days in any way that is comfortable and possible for you. Okay, 4 of Wands with the 4 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of heart chakra energy. And the Knight of Coins. Okay. Some of you guys might have a little dip in your emotional energy, like a little moment of sorrow, a little moment of sadness, a little bit of nostalgia from the past, but again, don't stay stuck there. Princess of Swords, that energy. Empress, that energy. Let it be a sign and a signal that you might just need a little TLC for yourself. You need a little meditation time. You need to address something, face something, journal about something, let go of an energy, release something, okay? So that you fall back into this Four of Wands alignment. And some of y'all, this is about like not giving up on something or not losing hope in something or for something. And not to kind of, I heard selling hope like a drug, not to make it like, not to make it from a space of like delulu, although sometimes delulu is the solulu, not to be delusional about anything. Yeah, it's kind of like this Mars energy I was channeling is helping some of y'all get into some space of action. But when we're dealing with Mars, and especially when you're dealing with Aries energy, it needs an anchor. It can quickly start turning into me versus the world, and that is also out of balance. Like, that's not necessarily where your energy is best served, definitely at least over the next 7 days. So it's almost like having to balance logic and impulsive action. Well, or logic and passion. Letting your passion lead you to do logical things as opposed to illogical things. Okay. Yeah, so some of y'all might be a little at risk of becoming too impulsive over the next 7 days. This is why there's a need to kind of, I almost want to say, balance it with High Priestess energy. When you start to feel that rush of adrenaline or like this impulse to act, sit with yourself first for a wee little moment, okay? And assess where that impulse is coming from. Am I trying to avoid a feeling? Because the Scorpio energy is out here. You got the cups out here and the Four of Cups. Am I trying to avoid feeling something? Is this a reaction to something I'm thinking? Because you got the Page of Swords out here with the Princess of Swords. You see what I'm saying? Gauge where that impulsive energy is coming from before you take a step. Again, easier said than done, 100%, but needed and necessary, because that fire can quickly get out of control. Yeah, Queen of Swords. There needs to be a bit of a balance. Also, don't let your mind run away with you either. Don't let your feelings create narratives that don't exist, or fill in blanks that don't need to be filled in. Okay, Princess of Wands. Yeah, like I said, there's like an underlining hope here. There's still hope for you. There's still some sort of possibility. Not all is lost. Not everything is broken. Not everything is wrong. What's right for you is still out there. Okay, so take that as that resonates. What's right for you is still out there. But why do I feel like with this death energy, there is something that is like struggling to end in transition? That could be you. That could be a dynamic between you and someone. It could be a mindset that's keeping something from fully closing out or shifting into something new, transforming. The Hermit. Yeah, like I said, before you do anything, you need to just go sit with yourself a little bit. Am I really thinking about all the consequences of this impulsive action? Is that what I really feel is in alignment with me? Or am I just, again, running from something? Trying to avoid something, trying to compensate for something. Yeah, some of y'all, you're going to see your psyche, like your subconscious, in a new way, or understand how your subconscious communicates with you or tries to speak to you. Subconscious energy is in and of itself a language, the language of dreams. So some of y'all might be dreaming a lot over the next 7 days. Your dreams are going to tell you exactly where your mind is at. Okay? And where some sort of impulse or desire is coming from. So pay attention to your dreams over the next 7 days. What's this Page of Swords? The Star. Yeah. Don't let something make you feel like all hope is lost, or something is like final, or it's like... I almost want to say a dead end, but I'm seeing the Two of Swords as I say that. So there could be something here, collective, that is a dead end, but it doesn't mean it's the end for you. It's like a dead end to a particular situation, or a dead end to a mindset, or a dead end to something, but it's not the end of your path. So don't let whatever that is define what's possible for you. It's just, again, maybe for my channeling, you got to make sure that you're pouring into energy, people, places, and things that have the means, the resources to pour back into you. So maybe no overgiving over the next 7 days, or doing an assessment of where am I pouring into something that doesn't pour back into me. Because that could quite literally be the source of the Five of Cups. Looking to those 3 spilt over cups as a loss when you genuinely probably only needed those 2 cups, or whatever was in those 3 cups wasn't going to nourish you, wasn't going to be enough for you anyway, or couldn't support you in the way that you were supporting those cups. You see what I'm saying? It's like pouring and focusing your time and attention on something that doesn't pour back into you just is a way that you can keep yourself stuck and stagnant. We'll put it like that. So if you don't want to be stuck and stagnant, don't pour your time, your attention in anything that doesn't pour back into you, that you don't receive anything out of. It's not selfish. It's about balance. Okay? That could be this Princess of Swords. I'm actually getting into the Star. I'm going to heal. I have hope. I'm going to let go of that. Pour that out on the ground. And then what does replenish me? What does bring me balance? What does pour back into me? I'm going to pour back into. So some of y'all just have to do an energy assessment. Okay? Yeah, oh shoot. There's the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Coins, Ace of Wands, and the Sun. You were probably pouring energy into cups that weren't a reflection of your worth and your value. Again, back to that 2nd house Taurus energy, how you value yourself. So some of y'all might be undervaluing yourself. That could be a part of this energetic assessment. Thinking about yourself in a new way might, or thinking about yourself in a new way, honoring yourself, your time, your energy, your effort, your skill set, whatever, might bring about some needed and necessary changes. Okay, yeah, Ace of Wands, some new ideas that will bring you a lot of joy and a lot of success. So there you go. It's like the key to your next level is almost feeling like it's right in front of you. You just have to put in the effort to focus on it. And accept the fact that, yeah, we all pour into things that don't necessarily honor our value. And it is up to us to say we're done with that or we're not done with that. Okay? So you got to make that choice and decision for yourself. Clarify this 4 of Wands. Thank you. The 4 of Swords. You got a lot of 4s here. So 4 could be significant. 444 could be a significant synchronicity for you over the next 7 days. Some of y'all, this is going to be a revelation you have over the next 4 days. Okay? But it's about your stability and your foundation. A stable spirit and a stable mind. And a stable heart. Clarify the Four of Cups. The Six of Swords. Yeah. Regrounding and finding that balance again is what's going to allow you to move forward, get movement. Some of y'all, this is about going from being stuck and stagnant to having momentum, to movement, moving from a potential energy into a kinetic energy. So rather than that energy being stored up and not being put to use, some of y'all are going to figure out a way to put that energy to good use. That's going to bring you a lot of success, but it might require you no longer holding that energy for something or someone, or no longer pouring into something that doesn't, again, come back to you or give you any sort of return. And it's not about things being transactional, because I understand there's a lot of, oh, I just give to give, and I don't need anything back, and da-da-da-da-da, and blah, blah, blah. And that's fine, and that's wonderful, and that's beautiful, and it's absolutely, sure. You don't have to receive for everything that you give, no. But when we're talking about pouring from an empty cup, though, which is where I'm at with this energy. Not you being abundant and overflowing. Keep in mind, you have the Five of Cups out here. So there's something that's a little imbalanced. It's not about overflowing and you have the time and you're fulfilled and you're taking care of yourself. So, of course, anything that overflows is a beautiful gift out into the world or to people or your community. But when you're trying to give and give and give and pour without having a full cup, that's where it gets a little tricky. So some of y'all gotta, again, refocus on filling your cup over the next 7 days. Maybe make it like a whole 7-day recalibration, refilling, replenishment plan for yourself, okay? Do what you gotta do. And then from that post 7-day replenish cycle, make a move, make a choice, move forward, do the thing, go for it. Because Mars is supporting it right now. Okay. Show me the Ten of Cups with the Empress. The Nine of Wands. Okay. Yeah, some of y'all are just exhausted. Like I said. Pouring a lot to keep up a Ten of Cups. That's the Five of Coins in reverse, but a Five of Cups. Or it's like pouring into something, trying to keep up a Ten of Cups that's not stable. And for that Ten of Cups to be solar plexus energy, Leo, it could be image, the appearance of happiness, when in fact it's disappointment, the Five of Cups, the Lovers. So maybe this has to do with a relationship. No longer keeping up the front of a Ten of Cups. Yeah, somebody pretending like they're an Empress or trying to be the Empress without having a full cup or without mastering all of those queens is where the imbalance is coming in. Someone's like overworking themselves or burning themselves out. Nine of Wands. Clarify the Five of Coins in reverse with the Knight of Wands. To try to keep up with something. That would be the Mars. That would be the Mars. That would be the Mars. Forcing yourself to push through something when your body is saying, I need rest. When your mind is saying, I don't have the capacity. When your emotional body is dried out. Queen of Coins. Yeah. Pushing through is not honoring your worth. Honoring your worth would be like, I need rest. I need to relax. I need to take a little time for me. I'll catch y'all the next time. I don't need to go out right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like prioritizing self-care. And again, self-care isn't always pampering and, spending stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, that's a form of self-care, but self-care is also setting boundaries. Self-care is saying no. Self-care is looking out for the whole self, not just the physical self. Okay? But I do sense that the physical self might be at the forefront because of that Chiron and Taurus energy. the wounds around the body, how we feel in our bodies, the sensations, the comfortability, the satisfaction we have with our physical form. It's showing up physically. So that could even look like, for some, maybe kind of being under the weather, low immunity. Something in the physical form is going to point you to what needs to shift, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, what needs to shift? Exactly. Somebody could be in a situation that they have hope will turn around and turn into something like the Ten of Cups. Somebody's trying to keep something alive with this Death in reverse. Or that could be that letting go. Something definitely needs to be let go, though. Clarify the Death in reverse with the Hermit. The King of Swords. Okay. Again, balancing logic and passion. Maybe even for some of you, this is a 7-day period where your logic has to be equal to your emotion, or maybe even slightly overrule your emotion. Okay. Somebody could also be trying to get someone to change their mind over the next 7 days, or someone could be wanting you to change your mind over the next 7 days. Princess of Swords with the Star. Justice. Oh, wow. Yeah. With the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Fives could also be significant here. Yeah, if somebody's not careful to actually balance themselves out, that's what I mean. It's something in the health, like something in the physical body could break down, or start to break down, or start to have issues. You know what I'm getting? That sense of, like, if you've ever played sports or been a part of any sort of like athletic or dance or anything like that, where you get injured and you have a recovery period, but sitting through that recovery period is so hard because you love what you do, or like you want to be out there on the field, or you want to be there, so you kind of rush the recovery to get back out there, but then it only maybe causes more damage, or it's like you can't really perform at your highest because you're still kind of nursing an injury. That's what this kind of feels like. Someone might be trying to push through or accelerate a healing or recovery process that they're in to keep up with something, or keep up with someone, or maybe stay in motion, or like keep some sort of momentum up. Ooh, okay. Or to keep something from changing, or keep something from falling apart. Like the lover, it could be a relationship. It's like someone fears if they actually take a step back, they're gonna lose a relationship or a partnership or something like that. Forcing their way through something. I mean, that can only really lead to, honestly, more damage to someone. Okay? Yeah, you got the Magician and the Lovers with Justice. I think that's just the goal, or the the focus over the next 7 days, y'all. Like, where are you trying to push past a recovery process, fast forward, Mars your way, war your way through something, force your way through something that your mental body, your emotional body, or your physical body, or your spiritual body isn't fully ready for? Again, what's truly meant for you is never going to run away from you or fall away from you. It'll be there when you're recovered, when you're healed, when you find that foundation, these fours. Yeah, it's like someone has like the fear of missing out, or like losing out on something, and is trying to push themselves past their own limit. With a Chiron in Taurus, again, that's going to manifest as something in the physical form, so be careful. Kind of like, you know how, well, I don't know if you know, but sometimes when you're moving too fast, or you're doing too much, or you're not prioritizing rest and sleep and relaxation, life will sit you down. You know how it's like, I was doing too much, so then you might sprain your ankle or something like that. You know, not wishing that on anybody, but do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, now I'm forced to sit down. You catch the flu, now you gotta lay in bed and drink water and go to sleep and take your medicine and not, you know what I mean, not be out and about. You gotta actually put your feet up and relax. It's giving that. The impulse to muscle through something when the current climate is relax. It'll be there for you when you're healed. It'll be there for you when you're balanced. Focus on balance right now. Okay? Okay. So clarify this energy and show us here where the main focus in the 7 chakras will be for my soul tribe here. Yeah, isolation. Right. Somebody doesn't want to be alone. Someone doesn't want to be left out. Someone doesn't want to miss out. Okay. So you got the throat chakra, the root chakra here, renewal. Right. And that's why someone's not wanting death to be there, or not wanting something to come to an end. Because there could be a fear that it won't renew itself. It won't come back. If I let go of this lover's energy, it's not going to come back to me. I'm going to be left alone in isolation. Okay. Yeah, and maybe that's the whole strike while the iron's hot influence that Mars might be bringing in. Again, temper that energy with your high priestess, with your intuition, with your higher self. Okay? But what somebody has been praying for, the 10 of Cups maybe, is on the other side of death being upright, of some sort of shift, transition, and change. So someone avoiding change is also making their wish or their prayer avoid them. Especially with this Empress energy out here, there could be something like that that's getting in the way of someone's ability to attract what they want. So they actually could be attracting the very thing they don't want, because they're resisting the change that needs to happen, or the shift that needs to happen. It's almost like somebody doesn't feel like they can survive their own winter. Like someone doesn't have hope in a spring. If they go cold, if they go rest, if they go sit down, if they go lay down, then something's not going to reappear. That's okay. But that could all just be a mindset that someone has. That might not even be the truth or the reality. It's just a mindset that you just maybe need to put in check here. Yeah, completion. I can't make it up. Sacral chakra energy. Not allowing a cycle to complete itself is directly blocking a prayer for renewal for someone. Renewal requires faith. It's like star energy. You have to trust and believe in spring. Yeah. Come on now, growth. The only way for something to grow is for something else to complete. In the sacral chakra, that would be to either let go of a particular desire for something, desiring or trying to will something to be something that it's not ready to be, it doesn't want to be, it's resisting, isn't going to do anything but deplete you of your own energy and your own power. That could be the pouring into something that doesn't pour back into you. Pouring into the desire for this particular thing doesn't pour back into you. It actually leaves you feeling empty or isolated or sad or disappointed or angry. Like, it leads to all this emptiness. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to no longer pour into it. If it leaves you feeling empty, okay? Clarify. So you got the heart chakra out here. Instinct, yeah. And some of y'all, the isolation is needed so you can actually hear your higher self. You can actually hear the high priestess in you, your intuition. Self-worth, I can't make it up. Sacrificing your self-worth to force or will a desire is almost like a recipe for disaster right here. But it seems like if you don't get a handle on that Mars energy, if you don't temper it out, it could create more issues, more problems than are even necessary or needed right now. So just keep that in mind, okay? Tell me more about renewal. Thank you. Discovery. Yeah. In the midst of that winter, and the hope for that renewal and the patience around allowing, again, nature has its own timing. Nobody tells nature when to start spring, when to start winter. We can all sit there and predict. We can let the calendar tell us, oh, it's on this day, but the weather is the weather. And I know weather control, some, you know, we don't have to go down that, but I'm just saying nature in and of itself is an intelligence. It knows when it's time. Allow that same natural intelligence to guide you too. So if your natural intelligence, your higher self, your intuition is saying, slow down for a little minute, get present, take care of yourself, get balanced so that this growth can happen, what it is you're wishing and praying for can happen. Some of you might have a desire for something or someone with the lovers out here that can't pour back into you, or that isn't a part of a 10 of Cups or wouldn't lead to a 10 of Cups for you. So again, having to allow that desire to complete itself, to close out. Letting it go gives you the room and the space for what is in alignment for you, what will bring you the 10 of Cups to show up for you. Okay? And even through that period, you'll discover something about yourself. What the heart really wants. And that's literally your instincts will lead you there if you allow it. Some of y'all, this is about your higher mind and your heart coming into some sort of union. I can't make it up. Some of y'all, this is about a soulmate and a relationship. The prayer that you have around your relationships, your partnerships, or a soulmate that you want, or a partner that you want. The divine is trying to bring that in, but where you might be focused or what you think or who you think your partner is could be the main reason why you're in the 5 of Cups. Pouring your energy towards something because you think that's your person and you think that's your partner, or you are convinced that this is your soulmate, might actually be blocking you from your true soulmate. Some of you might discover who your true soulmate is over the next 7 days, if you haven't already. And with the throat chakra back out here, it does feel like with quest, thank you, gratitude, exactly. It's like somebody here might be in the 5 of Cups around a path that's maybe not meant for them. And again, like I said, where you think that you want to be on that path, you think that that is where you need to be, where you should be, that's where you gotta go, da 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 da. When that could actually lead to destruction in some way, disappointment in some way, something that's actually not beneficial to you. So this is what I mean by you got to just assess yourself and assess where is your focus, what are you pouring into, what beliefs are you pouring into, what thoughts are you holding around certain situations, people, places, and things. And what does that thought or emotion, well, what does that thought spark in your emotional body? Does it make you sad? Do you feel grief? Do you feel disappointed? Do you feel anger? Do you feel let down? Do you feel resentful? More times than not, 9.999 times out of 10, that's probably been something that you need to let go of. Okay? But I get that letting go of it might be a struggle when it's something or someone you really desire. So again, Aries, Scorpio, Mars energy. Keeping that balance between, is what I desire a reflection of who I am? If there's discrepancies between those things, that's the focus over the next 7 days. How do you get that all in balance? Some of y'all might be having a bit of a retrospective energy over the next 7 days, where you're looking back on doors that were closed, situations that didn't work out, and finding a deep sense and discovering a deep sense of gratitude that those things didn't work out, because you wouldn't be open and available for the things that are working out. Okay? So some of y'all might be in a deep sense of gratitude around your ability or the choice and decision that you made to let something go or let someone go. Because now, come on, I can't make it up, because now you're in the 9 of Coins with your High Priestess energy intact. And there's that passion. So now you're able to experience healthy passion as opposed to destructive passion. All right, I'm going to leave that there, okay? You got your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, your heart chakra, and your throat chakra, your crown chakra, and your third eye. You have all 7 out here. So check out the board. Whatever word, whatever colors kind of draw your eye, that is the chakra that you need to focus in on over the next 7 days to stabilize this energy. Okay, let me know if you want to share in the comments down below which energy is calling to you. And even if you want to just kind of stay private but want to let me know that you resonated with this message, drop your favorite rose emoji down below in the comments with a little sparkle around it, okay? And if you're a channel member, use those custom emojis. I thank you very much. I love to see those in the comments. So thank you. But I really do hope that this was helpful. I hope this brought you some sort of clarity and confirmation, maybe even a little bit of healing truth that you needed to get you through the next 7 days. I really do hope you have a wonderful week, my loves, and I'll see you next Monday, okay? Namaste.